Chapter 1. VHS Girl in a Streaming World. Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll. Corey Edwards grinned at the line, mouthing the words as she tossed a kernel of popcorn into her mouth. She was cross-legged on the carpet, nose inches from the screen, watching Point Break for the 5th time that month. The waves crashed, the guns fired. Bodhi smirked like the ocean whispered secrets just to him. Then click-warchk. The screen went fuzzy. Corey's smile dropped. No, don't you dare. The VCR coughed, literally coughed. The tape inside began to crunch and chew, the sound a horrible symphony of static and destruction. Damn it! She lunged forward and slammed the eject button, but it was too late. The tape popped out, its guts spilling halfway onto the carpet like movie spaghetti. She cradled the cassette like a wounded animal. Point Break had been a good soldier, but this was VCR betrayal. That's the 3rd one this month, she muttered, gently peeling the warped film back into place. I need a new unit, like yesterday. That was the problem with watching movies on 30-year-old equipment. VCRs had a penchant for tape cannibalism after too many years. And hers? It was on a strict all-you-can-eat diet of 80 seconds action flicks. She set the ruined cassette aside and leaned back on her elbows, staring up at the glow-in-the-dark stars still stuck to her bedroom ceiling. Half of them didn't glow anymore. Most were crooked. She liked it that way. Corey Edwards was 16, sharp-eyed and sharp-tongued, with a stubborn streak so ingrained her parents used to joke she'd been born mid-argument. Her hair was a wild mix of curls and frizz that never looked the same twice, and she wore oversized hoodies year-round like armor. She hated mascara but loved lip gloss. She owned 4 denim jackets, each covered in a carefully curated collection of enamel pins, Ghostbusters, Pretty in Pink, Beetlejuice, and one that simply read, Be Kind, Rewind. She didn't fit in at school, but she didn't quite stand out either. She lived in that liminal space of known but not popular. Some people thought she was cool for her retro obsession. Most thought she was just kind of odd. She didn't care. Her world made sense. Movies had structure. They had soundtracks and meaning and logic, no matter how chaotic they seemed. Real life? It barely had good lighting. Her small-town, Ashmore population who even knows anymore was the kind of place that had 2 gas stations, 1 high school, and a Walmart that counted as a social hotspot. The mall had died before she was born. The local movie theater still used printed showtimes. The closest thing to nightlife was a 24-hour diner where everyone knew everyone, and most people left for college and never came back. Corey didn't mind it, honestly. There was something comforting about how nothing changed. She'd ride her bike past the same cracked sidewalks, the same oak trees, the same squeaky sign outside the dry cleaners that still said, "We specialize in bell-bottoms and shoulder pads." It was the kind of town that felt frozen in time, which for Corey was just fine, because sometimes she felt a little frozen too. Corey flopped back on her bed with a sigh. Her parents were out of town again, this time for some financial leadership summit in Chicago. Both worked for rival firms, both highly competitive, and both completely chill about throwing passive-aggressive shade at each other over mashed potatoes. It made family dinners lively. They'd left her alone for the weekend with a fridge full of expensive cheese, a list of emergency contacts, and the assumption that she'd do what she always did when left unsupervised, watch movies until her eyes burned. Her phone buzzed. Group chat. Kayla, you're coming tonight. Danny, don't be lame, we already got your ticket. Jess, Insidious sequel, y'all. Corey squinted at the screen. She'd rather deep fry her own foot than sit through Insidious Blood Door 2. 5 or whatever number they were on now. But her friends had been begging her to hang out more, and being the VHS girl only made her so cool before it started to become weird. She sighed and typed, Corey, fine, picking me up, or am I biking like a loser? Danny, I got you, brah. Corey cringed at the Gen Z slang and changed her clothes. She showed up to the theater in a Karate Kid shirt, faded and oversized, with strike first, strike hard, no mercy written across the back. As she stood in line for popcorn, a man behind the counter, A bleach-blonde usher who looked like he'd once played bass for a failed ska band grinned at her shirt. "Classic," he said. "Loved that movie when I was your age." Corey raised an eyebrow. "Wax on. Wax off the butter, please." He laughed a little too hard, and her friends groaned audibly behind her. "You're the only teenager I know who flirts with 40-year-olds, Kayla muttered, grabbing a slushie. "It's not flirting," Corey whispered. "It's film appreciation." They found seats in the middle row of a packed theater. Just before the lights dimmed, a familiar voice barked behind them, loud, obnoxious. "Dude, that girl in front of us has a frizz fro." Corey stiffened. She didn't have to look. She knew who it was. Jake Reiner, the guy she liked from homeroom. Funny, stupidly tall, stupidly cute, and now laughing like a jackass with his group of friends. She sat rigid in her seat, ignoring the twinge of embarrassment. But 5 minutes into the trailer, she felt a plop land in her hair. She reached up. Gum. Her face strained. She stood up fast, bumping her popcorn to the floor, and stormed out toward the restroom. Her friends whispered urgently behind her. One of them yelled, "What the hell is your problem?" at the boys, but Corey didn't stop. She locked herself in the bathroom and stared into the mirror. There it was, pink, wet, flattened in her curls like a chewed-up insult. Corey's eyes stung. Not from tears, she didn't cry over idiots, but from humiliation. Anger. She felt like she was stuck in the opening of a Carrie remake, but with fewer buckets and more bubblegum. She rinsed it out as best she could, ripped out a few strands, and walked out of the bathroom before her friends could stop her. One of them tried anyway. "Corey, I'll drive you home." "I'll walk," Corey said, hugging her arms. "I need air." She wandered through town, letting the cool air calm her rage. Her thoughts spun with imaginary movie scenes, Heather-style revenge plots, dramatic monologues, Carrie-level fireballs. In her mind, she was already recasting herself in a comeback arc. That's when she saw it. A glowing sign, half flickering, wedged between a vape shop and a boarded-up pizza place. Retro's Rentals. She blinked. No freaking way. The storefront looked like it had been sealed in amber since the mid-90s. Cracked black tile, a dusty neon sign still flickering blue and pink in the window, and posters, actual faded movie posters, taped inside the glass. The Net, Multiplicity, Encino Man, the kind of stuff most people forgot existed, but not Corey. She stepped closer and cupped her hands against the glass. Inside, shelves upon shelves of VHS tapes stretched into the shadows like an analog labyrinth. No Blu-rays, no DVDs. She opened the door. A tiny bell tinged overhead, and warm air, thick with nostalgia, wafted over her face. It smelled like plastic, dust, popcorn salt, and something faintly tropical. Like someone had sprayed coconut sunscreen in 1996, and the scent never left. She stepped inside. The lighting was dim, barely their fluorescence buzzing like tired insects. The carpet was threadbare and patterned with geometric shapes that belonged in a bowling alley. A ceiling fan turned lazily overhead, even though the air wasn't hot. Corey's breath caught. This place, it was magic. She turned slowly, taking in every detail. A crooked rack of faded clamshell Disney tapes near the front. A tiny CRT TV in the corner playing static. Shelves divided by homemade cardboard signs with black marker labels. Sorta horror, kinda romance. Very explosions. But the tapes were the weird part. Screech, a mass killer with a distorted green face, stood holding a cell phone. Dino World, a large T-Rex stomping on what looked like a roller coaster track. Who killed Buddy Bunny? A detective glaring at a blood-splattered cartoon rabbit holding a martini glass. I've never heard of any of them, but they looked familiar, like bootleg versions of actual movies. The names were off, the artwork a little too uncanny, but they pulsed with that same cinematic energy she loved. She was so focused she didn't notice the man standing behind the counter until he cleared his throat. Looking for something specific? Corey jumped. Jesus! The man grinned, unfazed. He was older, maybe in his 70s, with wild white hair that shot in every direction like he'd been caught in a lightning storm. He wore a flamingo-covered Hawaiian shirt, khaki shorts, and neon green socks with sandals. A name tag on his chest read, in all caps, Retro. He looked exactly like Christopher Lloyd. Exactly. Corey stared. Is your name really Retro? He grinned wider. It is today. Was Betamax yesterday? I change it depending on the mood. She snorted. You look like a walking time capsule. I take that as a compliment. He stepped out from behind the counter with the excited shuffle of someone about to show off their prized collection. Welcome to Retro's Rentals. You like movies? I am movies, she said, without thinking. Retro's eyes twinkled like she'd passed some kind of sacred test. Then you found your temple. Corey drifted back toward the shelves. I don't recognize any of these titles, though. Cult classics, Retro said. Lost to time. Gems. Pretty sure that one's just Scream with a green mask. He chuckled. Ah, you've got a good eye. His name is Demonface, actually. Much scarier than Ghostface, in my opinion. Corey picked up another box and turned it over. No studio logo, no rating, just a description written in what looked like typewriter font. You got a membership card? Retro asked. Do I need one? Of course you do, he said, sliding a tiny clipboard across the counter. Name, address, favorite movie, pager number. Pager number? She raised a brow. We keep your information private, I assure you. Corey grinned and scribbled her name. Favorite movie? She didn't even hesitate. Jaws, or Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or The Lost Boys, or... He cut her off gently. You don't need to list more than one. He handed her a laminated card with a cartoon VCR on it, and the words Retro's VIP Club printed in bold purple font. First-timers get 3 free rentals. Seriously? Dead serious. She beamed and drifted deeper into the aisles, running her fingers over the faded plastic spines. Most of the tapes looked like weird knockoffs of the movies she loved. Gremlins, Die Hard, Jurassic Park, Clueless, but she couldn't help but feel pulled toward them anyway. After some debate, she grabbed Screech, the Scream ripoff. Dino World, obviously this was meant to be Jurassic Park, then the Titanic ripoff, Synchronic, a love story doomed by destiny. And Buoyancy. She returned to the counter, excited, then paused. Crap, I don't have a working VCR. She just remembered. Retro raised one wild eyebrow. That's your only problem? Yeah, she replied. Retro crouched down, rummaged under the counter, and came back up holding something wrapped in silver tinsel bubble wrap. It looked like a VCR, but not any VCR she'd ever seen. It was sleek, high-tech, almost alien. Buttons that glowed faintly, a tiny screen on the front that blinked a blinking green ready. Retro set it down between them. This one's special. She stared. What does it do? He leaned in slightly, his voice dropping. Delivers the realest image you've ever seen. Corey grinned. Cool. He grinned back. Cooler than you think. Chapter 2, play to enter. Corey ignored the group chat blowing up her phone. Kayla, are you alive? Jess, seriously, where did you go? Danny, you didn't miss much. Movie was mid. Kayla, come to Dave's now. Kayla, we got nachos. She dropped the phone on her bed and crouched in front of the TV, plugging in the sleek, high-tech VCR Retro had given her. The thing hummed softly when it powered on, a faint green glow spreading across the buttons like it was breathing. It definitely didn't look like it belonged in a 90s rental store. It looked like something Q would hand James Bond with a warning not to push the red button. She connected it to her TV with the adapter Retro had tossed in for free, clicked over to the right input, and waited. A black screen flickered to life. Then a strange static-laced menu popped up, hovering in blocky green font. Choose dimension, volume settings, memory recall. Insert tape to activate. Okay. Cryptic, she muttered, leaning in. Not weird at all. She shrugged it off. Retro had warned her it was a special edition. Maybe it was just some overly dramatic startup sequence. Her fingers hovered over the stack of rentals. What should I do first? she whispered. She was already in the mood for something scary, nothing like a good slasher to wash the day off. She grabbed Screech from the pile and slid the tape into the VCR. It whirred softly, smoother than any machine she'd ever used. No grinding, no struggle, no need to blow on anything, just smooth. As the screen blinked to life, she glanced down at the tape box in her hand. In the corner, half hidden under fake blood splatter and a cheesy tagline, she spotted it. Edited for TV broadcast. "Ah, cripes," she muttered. "Did I seriously grab a clean horror movie?" She sighed. "Ugh, that's a bummer." Then came the black graphic. And on the black screen, simple words appeared in plain white text. "Press play to enter." Corey blinked. "Don't you mean press enter to play?" She waited. Nothing happened. It was waiting on her. Yikes. Broken English already? That's not promising, she muttered. Still, she couldn't help but smile. This was weird. And weird meant interesting. She picked up the remote, aimed it at the machine, and said aloud, "Well, here goes nothing." She pressed play. Darkness, then music. Sixpence none the richer. Kiss Me drifted softly through the air, delicate as a lullaby pulled from a dream. Corey stirred, her eyes heavy with sleep. "What the hell? Is that my phone?" she mumbled, blindly patting the sheets around her. "Where's that music coming from?" Her hand smacked around the covers, but no phone. No nightstand either. Instead, her fingers brushed something soft and fuzzy. Was that a teddy bear? Her eyes blinked fully open. The bed was bright pink, like radioactive cotton candy. A warm golden sun streamed through 2 oversized windows, framing a view of a perfect blue sky and a lush green yard. There was even a cushioned window seat with lace curtains. Corey bolted upright. "What the hell is this?" She turned in all directions, jaw slack. Spice Girls, Nirvana, heart stickers, a pom-pom waving cheerleader cutout, glitter pens, beaded curtains. "What the actual beep is this?" she gasped. "Beep," she froze. "Wait, beep? Why can't I say beep? What the beep? Shit ass beep dick." Her eyebrow twitched. "What the beep?" She threw off the covers and stumbled to the vanity like a drunk giraffe in rollerblades. "What is wrong with me? Am I drugged? Am I dreaming?" Her voice sounded higher. Sweet, perky, terrifying. She stared at the mirror and screamed. Long, blonde hair, a silky pink nightie, glossy lips, fake eyelashes, a spray tan. "Oh my God," Corey whispered. She looked at photos, dozens, framing the mirror, all of her. Her smiling, her posing, her kissing boys, her tongue deep with at least 3 different guys in different pictures. She leaned in, eyes narrowing at the mirror. "A slut! Judy! Breakfast time!" A woman's voice called sweetly from downstairs. Corey blinked. "Judy?" She looked around the room again, then at herself. "Oh no. Oh no, 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 this can't be happening. This cannot be happening."